Bless. Congratulations. All right. I thank God for last night's rest this morning. Rise. Thank God for His grace and His mercy. Grace is always giving me what I don't deserve, and mercy is not giving me what I do deserve. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. How everybody doing?
All right, great.
All right. I want to apologize for being late. I knew ahead of time. It's no excuse. It's my lady's daughter. Sometimes she can be selfish, meaning she has a car and she's off work, and I'm at work. I do home health care, right? And my lady had to get some more toys and some stuff for the kids, right? So while we doing that, she could at least went to the market. But because she want to be stubborn and we don't want to argue with her to make things more on fire, we just humble ourselves. I made the phone call talking about be a little bit late, so we had to go get the little toys, go to Bath and Body Works, go to the market, get some food, take her home, get on the expressway. Now I'm here. When I could have been here on time, right? So I apologize for being late, all right? So we going to 4, whatever like that. So we got a good time. We can stretch it. You know what I'm saying? It's just we're gonna have a good group. All right, we're gonna have a good group. Another thing too, I want to talk about coping skills this afternoon. Coping skills. Last week I walked in the house, right? And I walked in the house, and on the TV it was this brother name right here, Philip Adams. Philip Adams was a professional football player. Philip Adams played for 6 years for the NFL. Philip Adams played on 5 different teams in 6 seasons. Philip Adams killed 2 of his children, killed his doctor and his wife, then he blew his brains out. Anybody heard about that story?
No, I didn't hear that.
Philip Adams. I was watching, that was last week on the news. Ex-NFL ball player. And he suffered from this right here, CTE. That stands for chronic traumatic. This last word right here always get me. The nouns and the pronouns on that word right there, but you can look it up. CTE, all right? Chronic traumatic encephalopathy, whatever, right? It stands for degenerative disease. And I looked up the word degenerative, and that means what? Irreversible, long-lasting, deadly what? Disease. And that means what? His mind. And if anybody remember the movie with Will Smith called Concussions, right? How ball players take multiple hits, season after seasons, which it damaged the what? Prefrontal cortex. And then when you damage the prefrontal cortex, this is headquarters. This is the CEO, right? This is where we reason. This is where we rationalize. This is where we justify. This is the headquarters. The what of all of this right here, the prefrontal cortex. But when this is damaged, then our equilibrium is off balance. All right. Who's explosive? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Explosive. What else they say? Sadness, low self-esteem, short fuse, anxiety. Nobody?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But listen, when you deal with psychology, a lot of terms and a lot of categories always intertwine, like personality disorders, etc., etc. I'm just talking about this right here. The brother had CTE. He probably didn't know he had it. And for you to wipe out your whole family and kill you, something's wrong. And that what brings me to what? Coping skills. And we all need them. I got 14 years, but all I got is today. I'm not arrogant. I'm not cocky. My mind is not closed today. I'm from Baltimore. I'm an immigrant. Listen, and I've been in Philadelphia for 21 years. I left Baltimore not because people was chasing me, not because I was on the run from the law. I left because I was bored and uncivilized and undisciplined, and I wanted more, and I didn't know how to get more, and I was trapped in the matrix. And my friends, they were cool being where they were at. I wasn't, because I have a spirit of ambition. And when people who have ambition and they got dreams and they got gifts and they motivated to go get it, they can't stay where they at. Something's going to happen. Something's going to move. And I was that type of individual. I remember taking 2 stolen cars that we got. The dude stole them and I drove them. I said, the license in there? He said, yeah. Then he said, that's the registration in there? He said, yeah. Nothing in there. We driving from Baltimore all the way up to New York. A Maxima and a Pathfinder. Coping skills. Now they had none, right? I was just impulsive, right? What? Let's do it. That was me. You feel what I'm saying? No thought process. Let's just go do it. And my parents was in the Bronx when we went up to Brooklyn. And come to find out, the chop shop, when we got up there, it got raided the week before. But the cats didn't tell us. Now we up there and I said, yo, listen. I said, yo, Black, yo, for real, yo, these dudes gonna make a move on us. Because the dude from Brooklyn that was in Baltimore with us, right, he was cool. He said, let me drive from here because I know around. I said, all right, cool, no problem. But soon he got to Brooklyn, he got crazy. And if anybody know about Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, he switched on us. I said, yo, we got to go. They gonna kill us, son. And I smoked some weed up there. I didn't know what I smoked. And I was flipping out. They was laughing and joking and all that, man. This one Biggie album just dropped. Like 94, 95, something like that, right? And I don't know what the hell I smoked. I'm the one came across the street, brother came across the street in Brooklyn, right? Yo, it just like drama jump like this. Quick. Dude came across the street. He said, get your ass across the street. Talking to his girlfriend. And then looked at all of us. And the dudes I was with got mad. That's fast. Cats died over foolishness. No coping skills. And the dude said, yo, we're going to get him. I said, yo, it's time to go. We got to get the hell out of here. We're going to be in something that's not even our beef. I mean, we was in the projects for a day and a half. I said, yo, I got to get home. I was scared to call home and say, what you doing in New York anyway? So I didn't want to let my parents know because I grew up on switches and stitcher cords and backhands. Anybody remember those days? Then take your ass outside and go get me a switch. And you better not be no skinny switch either. Give me one that tear the flesh off your ass. It wasn't that bad, but listen. They didn't beat me to abuse me. They beat me because of what? To correct me. Everybody know the difference. DHS is not always a boogeyman. DHS, thank God for them because my brother used to work for DHS. And some homes, they need DHS. Right. Because behind closed doors, madness is going on. So we got out of New York. And they wound up selling. They got couple dudes got locked up. I left, and they sold it for some drugs. They got some weight with the trucks in the car, and they wound up getting locked up. And I got the hell out and got back home. But I'm still lost individual, right? Still lost. I had no coping skills. I didn't think about no coping skills. I didn't care about no psychology, no treatment, no program, nothing. I was a wild ass individual. I'm 50, and God's grace and mercy. I say that every time we open up with groups, and I don't say that lightly because it's only His grace and mercy that I'm still alive. And we got almost 550 murders right now in Philadelphia because a lot of people lack coping skills. And a lot of individuals that's out here in Philadelphia, family members got murdered, or they may not be close, but they knew them. And you got a lot of angry individuals, road rage, people getting shot up. New York yesterday. A deadly shooting on road rage, and I drive, I get cut off and all of that. But I gotta humble myself. And I gotta have coping skills when somebody else get ignorant. You ever hear the term, you gotta think for other people? That's real. He might wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and he might be vindictive, and he might be spiteful, and he don't want to be here, and he ready to fight, and he think he a gangster, and he think he a killer. And I'm dealing with that type of energy every day. I gotta stay positive because alpha males. Sometimes we got alpha males in the building. Sometimes there's it's a competition. Who's smarter? Who's the sharpest knife in the drawer? I'm in the drawer, but I ain't that sharp. But I ain't stupid either. You hear what I'm saying? So I learned to humble myself and not to try to compete with another brother, but to cooperate. Did I say that correctly? Cooperate. I got dentures. Anybody got yeah, I got dentures. I ain't gonna make that no excuse, but I gotta be careful. All right, slow down, Derek. All right, let's go. Coping skills. I'm like a promoter, like Don King. All right, I come to promote dialogue. Get you talking. Y'all speak up, I shut up. And that's how I learn, all right? Y'all speak up, I shut up. Now let's get into it. Let's go around from the brainstem to the prefrontal cortex. Anybody need jobs, housing, information? I give you the resources, and then I can beat you like Michael Jackson. All right, y'all ready? Ain't that ironic? We here on Christmas Eve. Yeah, right. But we clean though. Who know about the crack pipe that stole Christmas? Thank God we here. Slide on the floor like a snake. Right, come on. All right, let's get into it. All right, open-minded. Number one. Open-minded, coping skills, right? I'm going to read a little bit of it, all right, of each paragraph, all right? Put your thoughts and opinions aside, long enough to consider what someone else is saying. Take in consideration where they are coming from and why they might feel the way they do. You can always go back to your original viewpoint, but it's important to remain open-minded when listening to someone else's opinion on something. Anybody want to talk about why it's important to be open-minded and how does that play a part of recovery? To be open-minded. Come on. Floor is yours. Come on. Stick and move. You want to go? Come on. What's your name?
L.
Hey, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good, right? Open-minded is one of the principles. I mean, it's one of the three principles. You got honesty with minds and wounds.
Yes, sir.
Rather than free hell, they ain't gonna work.
All right. Very good. Yeah. Is your mind open today?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. How much time you got clean?
I got like 34, 35, something. Like
all right. God bless. Yeah. Anybody else? Open-minded. How does that play a part for recovery? Come on, Mike.
About me. My name's Mike. I'm grateful.
All right.
This is about me, and I'm gonna talk about me. A lot of times, it caused me to go in and out because my mind was closed. I act like my mind was open, but it was shut down. Because instead of me paying attention and listening to you, my brain was talking to me and saying other things. But I might be looking at you and acting like I'm paying attention. And my mind is shut down.
Yes, sir.
And since I've been back, I've been looking at that. So I've been trying to keep my mind open to all things. Not just the person that's speaking, the person that's speaking, the person that's walking, the person that's talking, people's actions, the way they talk to other people, the way they talk to me. My mind is open to all that.
Very good.
You know what I mean? Because I get caught up. And I don't want to hear that dumb stuff a lot of times, but I need to hear it to keep my spirits up.
Very good. Everybody hear that? Thank you for saying it. Go fool, Mike. 1, then 2. Come on.
I'm named Darren. I'm ahead.
Hey, Darren.
Open-minded. At times, to tell you the truth, I think I was too open-minded. I couldn't get high. I got high. Everybody that going on with somebody else, and they walk by me and they like do drop something. I'm high as shit, but somebody talking to me, I'm pissing to them. Get the hell there. You alright? Is you alright? Is you alright? Like that. It's like sometimes it's like crowded. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody that know they can say, "Oh, Keisha," I'm gonna say, "What's up with you?" You way back there, and I'm over here talking to somebody. I'm not gonna shut you out. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't shut nobody out. So maybe I was too open-minded. But it's good to have open mind anyway, to me anyway.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Because if I don't want to have open mind, I mean, I don't want to understand you. I don't care too much about you.
Right.
It's like, I got to get to know you. Like, I don't know who you are, but if I say, hey, I have an open mind, I have an understanding about you because I want to understand you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Very
good. How much time you got clean?
I got 2 weeks.
Give it to him. Come on, bro.
Yeah, my name's Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Well, I guess open-minded with me was, that I guess I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I turn around, your opinion really didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It was always like, if you said something, I'm like, well, yeah, but this is, you know what I mean? This is, what I said was supposed to be the way it was. You know what I mean? My mind was, I had the answer to this, I had the answer to this, and I had the answer to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really understand nothing because I wasn't open-minded to other ideals and other things. You know what I'm saying? It was always, it had to be my way, or it had to be the way that I said it. I was really uncomfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? So open-minded to me, it's something that I gotta really adapt to. You know what I'm saying? This is where I am now. That's one of the things that I really need to grab onto.
That's good. How much time you got clean, brother?
48.
Hey, time. All right, brother. God bless you. Come on, Jim.
Real quick, right? Is this? You put nothing in there, right? Closed. Got to be open to receive. Right?
That's right.
Got to be open. No open-mindedness in this process of recovery equals nothing. It's hard to dawn a new idea on a closed mind. Right? It's obvious our way didn't work. It's obvious. Look where we are. You gotta be open, man. You gotta be open. My thing is this, right? I say all the time, minds are like parachutes. They only work if they're open.
That's right. I like that. I like that. Oh, thank you, brother. How about open to good food? Good food, y'all. How about open to something that you're foreign to? Like opera. Everybody hear that? I was closed-minded to opera. I said, yo, I'm singing and all that, but coming from, I love Pavarotti. Everybody hear that? I would have never listened to Pavarotti or knew who he was until my mind got what? Open. How about the music today? Rap music. And we grew up on KRS-One and the Wu-Tang Clan and Nas and Poor Righteous Teachers, and this is noise now. But you got to be open-minded to find out what these kids are what? Listening to. Real important. How about men who never listen to women? But you wanted them to listen to you. Anybody been there before? I've been there. And I learned too, Jim, they said, listen, if you don't listen to your woman, guess who will be?
Somebody else.
Yes. And that's really important. To keep your mind wide open. I had indifference complex. If you wasn't black, if you was white, wasn't listening. The white man is the devil. The white man is a slave master. The white man want keep the black man down. And God sent me to what? Eagleville. Down the Einstein building. When we had 90% of the guys were Caucasians. He said, talk that here now. My mouth got shut, my mind got open, and I went right in and we did group. And wind up, Caucasian guys heard just like black men. They didn't know that, but my mind was what? Closed. Like he said. If your mind is like this, you can never receive anything. But when you open up, you catch blessings from heaven. And bless him and catch more blessings. Bless him, catch more blessings. Bless him, catch more blessings. We used to have religious wars. My mind used to be closed. I used to beef with an atheist. Who woke you up this morning? I did, the alarm clock. I said, you OD? He said, yeah. Who saved your life? I did. I wasn't ready to die. I said, you know what? You win. And with Muslims and Christians and all that, and my mind is open now. Now I got a Quran home. And I read the Quran. I ain't Muslim, but I read it. I love truth. I love power. My mind is open today. Real important. And coping skills. Open-minded. How about focus? Stay focused through the hocus pocus. Stay focused through the hocus pocus. And it was talking about what? Extractions. Anybody got any distractions from external forces? Anybody? How about that phone? That phone could be a real big what? Yeah, hot box. That's what they used to call it. That's what they call it.
Pain.
Yep. Yeah. Anybody want to talk about that right there? Got on the phone, you was happy, got on the phone, then you just killed your spirit. You went from joy, excitement, and good expectation to now you angry. Anybody know about Kirk Bride in West Philly? Yeah. This is before COVID, we used to go up on the units. And one Caucasian guy said, F you! And damn near broke the phone. And left and got high. That phone took a lot of people what? Out of here. Because they think they can what? Go save the world and you can't even save yourself. They say, yo, Derek, put that phone down. Give it to you. That's why some program you get one phone call. Stop and surrender. What you mean one call? That's it. Let your family know that you're alive. And now it's time for you to what? Work on you. Get that composition book, get a pen or pencil, and start writing on you. Digging deep on what's wrong with you. On why every season you getting high. Every season you in jail. Every season you lose your mind. Every season you a hater. How come? And I learned not to talk fruits, to talk roots. I'm a forensic ghetto black Kojak. Yeah,
What
fruits.
does that mean?
That mean we dig deep. Yo, fruits is what? Fruits is what? I shoot dope. Roots is why I shoot dope. Fruits is why I smoke coke. Roots is why I smoke coke. Fruits is I'm always in jail. Roots is why I go to prison. Fruits is when she don't shut up, I beat her up. That's the fruit of his tree. But why he put his hands on a woman is the root of his tree. Whenever we're committed to recovery, get ready for turbulence. And we got to stay focused through the hocus pocus. Number 3, anticipate trouble. Anticipate trouble. Anybody want to take a swing at that one? Let me say this right here. It's the ability to know yourself and be aware of when you might be exhibiting some of the old attitudes and behaviors. Any old men in here trying to rise up? We came here as caterpillars. Anybody know about the caterpillars? The caterpillar, the cocoon, the butterfly. Caterpillar, cocoon. Leave out of here as beautiful butterflies. Old behaviors. Any men in here, your old behaviors start to show up. Anybody? Okay, let's keep moving. All right. This is not a witness protection program. He didn't tell you I'm not a cop. This ain't 21 Jump Street, okay? Ain't no fair. You can check me right now. No badges, none of that, all right? No wires, none. Okay. All right, come on. I'm just like, come on, just like, yo. All right, listen, go. Anticipate trouble. As addicts and alcoholics, we begin to slip back into our old ways prior to ever picking up. It's important to be aware of our moods and catch yourself slipping into depression. Anybody get depressed? Yeah. Negative attitudes, we get them. Sure. Self-pity con artists. Who here play that record season after season after season? The same lyrics on that record. Everybody know what I'm talking about? And guess what? Our pain on the lyrics is real and it's valid. But how long do we keep playing that record instead of what? Working on the lyrics of my pain. Everybody understand that? And some people could be playing that record, self-pity con artists, could they use that as a what? As a strategy and a tool to manipulate people. On your sympathy, wanting sympathy. All right, I need to be better with that. All right, self-destructive thoughts and behaviors. Anticipate trouble. Anybody anticipate any trouble that's coming on? Anybody anticipate any type of trouble?
What's that?
Anticipate trouble like this. Let me give you an example. Let me give you a good example. Anticipate. Oh, I'll give you an example. My lady got 4 kids, and they all in their 20s, and they think. When they got problems, they like to handle it like we was when we was young, right? As we get older, we get wiser. So my stepson, him and his lady was coming from the market, the poppy store. They get to the house, old men stay across the street. True story. It's like 2 years, a year and a half ago, and she had on spandex, and all the women in the family they got bodies. All right, my lady got a body. She got they just well built. That's why one reason why I stayed in Philadelphia, because women back home ain't got nothing on Philly women. I called home and told her, I said, yo, everybody got big butts. Chinese, listen, cause I came straight to South Philly. I was at 4th and Siegel.
What you know about that, huh? What you know about that?
Yo, Asian girls, yo, listen. I knew the Puerto Ricans because they just like the sisters. Yeah, white girls. These big flat bust, yo. I said, yo, get up here. I said, I ain't never coming back home. But anyway, she had on spandex and she didn't have a t-shirt over her behind. So when they opened up the door and turned around to close the door to come in the door, they seen the dude staring like they was in a 3D movie. And the son, he go off, right? He the type, you gotta be careful with the dude, right? He'll go off. So I anticipated trouble. And then he put my name in. He said, yo, I get my old head on, you talking about me. Wait a minute, I live here. I pay rent. You are fortunate, you are blessed to be here because on the script or your mother. I love you, but foolishness will not live here also. So I went across the street with my 4 dogs, and I told them, I said, all that yelling and screaming over that about what she had on and why she didn't cover up and y'all were looking like that's what men do. You find what I'm saying? Listen, it ain't no beef here, all right? I don't know what he was yelling about, and we quiet things down. But that type of energy and aura of individuals, you can anticipate something eventually will happen because they don't know about coping skills. All they know about is what? War. They see violence, I see funerals. Anybody catch that? Yeah. They see somebody in the emergency room, I see your mother crying. I see past what you about to do. Anticipate what? Trouble. How about if we go back to using? How about who tricking here? Yeah. Anticipate a lot of trouble with tricking, right? Yeah. How about the women, right? You know what? Listen, me, I didn't want the woman who was clean because there was too much work with a woman who's clean, too much work with a woman who pray and who's spiritual. Ain't about no foolishness. Don't need my chump change on my penis. I wanted the $5 girls, the $10 girls, the girl with the chicken box, the girl who wanted a hoagie, and the girl who wanted canned soda. That one. You hear what I'm saying? But I always caught hell in trouble. Anybody went to strip clubs and fell in love with a stripper? You in here? Okay, all right. Anticipate what? Trouble. Hey, let me ask you this. When can you see you coming? Anybody hear that? Can you see you coming? Can you see your old you fighting what? Against the new you.
Oh, okay.
Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
The old man must be buried and die so the new man can what? Resurrect. Everybody understand that? Because while we in here, a new man is trying to what? Emerge from the ashes of what? Death and ignorance and failure and rejection and hurt and pain. How many men in here still got the little boy in you and he's still screaming to come up? The little boy must what? Grow up so the man can what? Show up. The little boy must grow up so the man can show up. Anticipate trouble. 2 attacks when we get out of bed. The first attack is what? Always internal. Internal, external. If I don't defeat me, if I don't defeat Dirk McKnight, I'm in trouble. I don't need to worry about y'all. I already lost. Anticipate trouble. When the old me is trying to dictate, control, manipulate the new me that's trying to what? Resurrect. Play your tape all the way back. Play our tape all the way through. Is that important?
Right.
Why? Who minds take you back to the good times? Everybody know that? Then you gotta take your mind further to the what? Bad times. The mind is an automatic pilot. It will take us to the what? Good times. Yay! Multiple women, orgies. Who remember those days? And selling drugs and hey yo, cars and jewelry and clothes and all that matters. The mind take us there. But we gotta play it all the way what? Through. Who remember we didn't have none of that? Who know kingpins in the dope fiend line? Selling dope, now they on dope. I know a lot of dudes like that. Had it, celebrating, and look at them now. MC Hammer dancing his ass off in 88. It broke by 91. God knew when Nas and them came through, all that dancing and all that, it was about to die. Kwame and all of that madness. Some people are one-hit wonders, but I ain't here to talk about them and all that. But we got to play our tape all the way what? Through. All the way through. And guess what? I don't live in the past. If I go to the past, I use my past as reference. The last time I rode with y'all, I went to jail. Reference. The last time I kept everything, my pain to myself, I exploded on somebody and I went to jail. Reference. The last time I went tricking, I got tricked and got high. Reference. Anybody hear that? Last time, listen, I didn't have no self-control. Listen, I damn near I stole from my mother. Reference. Reference, very important. Play your tape all the way back because the mind will just take us to the good times. But we got to turn our mind all the way to the bad times. Who remember when you had dirty clothes on and you went to the dirty clothes trying to find clean clothes?
Clean.
Anybody remember those days? I remember that. Yo, my hands were so black out there. It looked like I had on a leather suit. That's my skin. We talking about leather suit. Lord, who had their underwears and socks on so long when you did take them off, it made noise? Who became strangers to soap and water? Who say, yo, I ain't paying no goddamn rent? Play your tape all the way back. Who missed funerals? Listen, who missed graduations? Who missed weddings? Play your tape all the way, what? Through. Because the disease of addiction is insidious, cunning, baffling, progressive, and fatal. How about the next one right here? What's this one right here? Compassion and respect for others. Anybody got compassion and respect for others? Is that important?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Some men in programs, I realize God showed me this, some people have mental issues first, who happen to be drug addicts. Schizophrenic, shooting dope. bipolar on crack. Borderline personality order, alcoholics. Anybody hear that? Sometimes you have dudes that's in a facility and it's hard for them. It's hard for them to what? To understand and to what? Rules and regulations. Or they be playing that what? That sympathy card. They know, but they act like they don't want to know. Anybody understand what I'm talking about? So I had to have compassion. Just like I'll give you an example. Who know about Red Shelter? Remember Red Shelter? We used to do groups there for a long time there, right? And one guy, before I got there, Rob used to stay there, my partner. He used to stay there, right? He said there's one guy in there who used to take shower with his clothes on in Red Shelter. He said that dude got on Timberlands in the shower. This dude got a sweatsuit on, washing up with soap in his hand. But they were laughing and joking and whispering, but what they did not know, he got raped in prison. And they said that would never happen again, so he started washing with clothes on. Had to what? Have compassion and respect individuals, because we never know where brothers come from and what made them be the way they are. Everybody understand that? Who got cats in here who cross lines and play all day long? They don't know about boundaries. Anybody hear that? I used to have to be like always joking, but never working on themselves. You know why? They're busybodies. Program Pop-Tarts. And his business and his business and his business and his business and staff business, because he's afraid of his business. Yeah. Compassion and respect for others. How about prioritizing? Who prioritize their priorities? Who prioritize their priorities? Is that important? Is that important? For like living life on life terms. Like we go home, y'all stay here. You know what I'm saying? But prioritizing, meaning that I gotta know, I gotta have from the highest to the least. Because me, if I don't, I'm schizophrenic. I'm multitask octopus. I'm all over the place and nothing gets done. But if I write it, now I see laundromat, I see bills, I see doctor, I see my lady. I prioritize my priorities. That works for me. Everybody hear what I'm talking about? Yeah. All right. That works for me. All right. That works for me. Prioritize my priority. Coping skills. All right. How about gratitude? I'm talking to the brothers in here who always complaining. Always ungrateful. And they bitch about breakfast. They bitch about lunch. They bitch about dinner. They bitch about staying here. They bitch about they mad at everything. Mad at the air, mad at themselves, and mad at the sheets, and mad at the door opening up, the lights coming on, the TV, the chairs they sitting in. They mad, they periodly mad. You know people like that? Just straight up angry. Gratitude. Stay grateful. Everybody hear that? I don't give a damn what's going on. I got my what? Gratitude. Because if you lose your gratitude, you get an attitude. And when you get an attitude, you get the case of the what? And what happened after that? Back to using. So I don't give a damn what's happening. Keep your gratitude. Because just when you think your life